Alright, let's see. It should be live now, I think. Right, it's live now? Bro, what kind of shadows have they added to the fucking buttons now? Wait a minute, is it because of this? It might be because of that, actually. No, man. Guys, did you know I have a website? Games, question mark. Give me a second, we're gonna make sure I'm live. Games, question mark. Give me a second, we're gonna make sure I'm live. Alright, we're live, guys. Good. So, this is my website. I think I have a new one on GitHub now, though. Well, like games. Want to speedrun my games? Any questions? Wow, I have my cheat engine tables here. Which which engine do you use Unity? I don't use Unity anymore. I think I use Godot now actually, but now I'm working on my own engine called Alt Engine. So now I technically am using Alt Engine. So the answer is now Alt Engine. What kind of games do you make? Not available yet. How many games have you published? One game. You guys want to see what that one game is? It's a core engine game. Back from like 2021, I think. Not available yet. Not available yet. Probably will never be available. Website updates. Wait, there's 1.5. Removed a few pages, added pages for my cheat tables, updated about and contact pages, empty for now. Oh wait, how old is this site? This is a home. It's made with Weebly because I couldn't figure out how the fuck the other sites work, like Wix. Wix is an amazing tool. It's just half of the time I have problems with it. I don't know why. I really don't know. About. My goal, make games. Okay, so I know I once hated when people did this, but it's meant to be A, not an. An is for like vowels. So it's meant to be I'm a Danish, but oh well. Back in 2009, this is technically it's true, but it's more like 2021 or 2022. So yeah, Craft Studios not available yet. This app was made after I made this channel, I'm pretty sure. Danish Craft Studios, Danish Craft. I'm the official owner of this website I make. I can't spell right. What the hell? Webster. I make games. Also, where's the random capitalization? It's like I wrote this on mobile or something. Which I probably didn't because nothing else is capitalized here, so it's kind of weird. Contact. I'm half happy I don't accidentally leak my email in here. That would be bad. Guess I was smart enough back in like 2022 when I made this website. Add me on Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, by the way. I use Blue Sky for like posting art stuff, which like nobody like actually like nobody who's like watching like any of my channels know about. I think unless you look for like my Discord connection, you're probably not gonna find it. But yeah, I have a Blue Sky account where I post like art on, and that's basically it. I don't use my Twitter account anymore. Oh shit, it's so old. It's using the old Discord like system with like the hashtag. That's how old this website is. So this wouldn't even be valid anymore. But I mean, it's just Danish Craft YT all lowercase. So yeah. Comment on one of my videos. You guys want to know a fact? It takes me 2 to 4 weeks to respond to some comments. Oh, okay, more like up to 4 weeks for me to respond to some comments. Occasionally, like the YouTube Studio app on mobile will not show me like 1 or 2 comments, so it might take me like months to respond to it. But it doesn't really happen that much anymore. So yeah, I think it mostly happened back when I was getting a lot more comments than I am now. Like I would go on and I would see like a ton of new comments every like few days. I get maybe a couple of comments a week now, so yeah, maybe a few comments a week at most. Like I don't get like a ton of comments every every few days. So yeah. Uh so I cannot guarantee you that. So like it might take me up to a month to respond to you. If you're one of the unlucky ones that did not be on the YouTube Studio app, it might take me a few months, maybe longer. Games. Here you can find my games. Analogic, Unity version in development. I switched. Okay. This is so old, but it's not old enough that it says core version, core engine version. So it's like it's 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 new enough that has Unity, but it's from like sorry. This site was made in like 2022, I think, like halfway through 2022 or like late 2022, early 2023 at the latest, I would say. I then moved over to Godot in like 2024, I think, or 2025. And then I think, in 2024, I think I moved over to Godot. And after being like, I don't really like Godot, I had some issues with it, with some things, I moved over to my own game engine, which is still in development. So, yeah. I would say Analogic is probably at least that decade away. Assuming I get around to making my game. It's crazy because like I'm gonna be honest with you about this. I think I can show you that. I'm literally gonna put this over here so I can like. I don't have it pulled. So let me pull my game engine. Um, I gotta I gotta close the folder. Clone repository. Or you might also notice I'm using VS Codium now instead of VS Code. So yeah, I'm using Clang D. Where's old engine? Why can I not find old engine here? Here we go. Alright, here we go. So, I've been working on this for like, what, 1.5 years now, I think? And it's been pretty slow with development, but a lot of it is due to like bad decisions I made early on and me like refactoring and restructuring the project constantly. These errors are like unrelated. It's because I haven't built the project, so there's no compile commands at the moment. For Clang D. But if you look at this to-do list, and it keeps getting longer and longer. Every time I work on it, I add like a few more entries to this list. And I never get around to finishing any of this right here. Never. And it's like, so yeah, like what ends up happening is just me refactoring the code over and over and over again. Instead of actually making new stuff. And a lot of the reason why I'm refactoring is that I'm like refactoring like earlier stuff that I wrote. So yeah, like I end up spending a lot of the time either like restructuring things or like refactoring things completely or partially. So it's not very good so it's not very good right now. But also like you can see the to-do list, which is like I think mostly just stuff I need to like change and update and so on. Like that's all it is. It's just me needing to change and update things here. Uh, so yeah, like a lot of the time I work on this engine is just spent fixing things in it. Uh, so it's easier to work with because of, I don't know, usually probably bad decisions I made or decisions I made earlier that I ended up needing to change down the line because, like, they might have made sense back then, but they no longer make sense anymore. And it's like one of my friends, like, made a game engine in like, I think it was like, not, I think he worked on it for like 3 to 6 months. And me here 1.5 years later, and like, he has like an entire GUI and everything. Yeah, you can almost start. You can start making games in it soon, you know. And then like me, doesn't even have a GUI. Has all this shit that needs to get done just to be able to like add a GUI and stuff. Ah. And it's like, oh yeah, like before like it's gonna be a while before I'm done with this, I think. And it might actually end up being a while before like I actually get around to like adding a GUI and stuff. But also, and another reason is that like I should quickly move it over here again. Another reason why I can't add a GUI right now is because of retained imp GUI. It's still in such a early stage that like there's still so many things left to do. That it's like, it might be a while before like, I can actually add a GUI because this would need to improve first, and it would need to get better and mature before I can start working on a GUI. So this is another one of my main projects right now. Which is going all right. I just released version 0.2.0 after like a few months of development, I think. Like, I think 3-4 months of development. So, yeah. But anyways, so yeah. And like, yeah, it would need to get better before I can start making a GUI for it. So in the meantime, I have all of the other stuff to add to it. But another reason why it's taken so long is because of AngelScript. See, when I actually made this engine, I decided pretty early on that I was going to have AngelScript support, so it has AngelScript support to a certain degree right now. It's not fully implemented or anything, but it's like a work in progress thing right now. So it'll be like a bit, but my point is that like because of things like that, that adds a lot of additional development time because suddenly you need to like potentially need to go and add or remove stuff just for it to like work well with AngelScript and sort of change things. Like it adds quite a bit of additional development time, whereas if I just use C++, I wouldn't even have needed to worry about it, and I would probably be a bit further ahead in development right now with this engine. But because I wanted to use AngelScript in it, it's gonna be a little while before I'm actually gonna be able to it's gonna be a little while before it's gonna take a little longer to actually develop it, so yeah. um but we'll see, you know. So I feel like had I made better decisions back in the day and had I actually thought about things a little bit more and like what like the engine might end up like needing or becoming down the line, I would probably been able to make a bit better decisions. I might have been able to make better decisions back then and actually like design the core parts of the engine a bit better in a way that like it's a little nicer. Instead of me having to later on go ahead and make a bunch of changes to these things, and as you can see, there's still a lot of changes left to be made. Although some of these things are just adding additional stuff or testing stuff, but the point is, like, there's still a lot of additional things that needs to be added, changed, or in some cases even removed. All because I decided to do them in a certain way that, now needs to be changed or improved or something else, because, instead of actually trying to find, like, some way that, like, to do it back then, like, instead of, just doing it in, like, a proper way. So, yeah. Like, recently I had to, like, overwrite the entire, like, render loop and a bunch of other stuff just so the, like, rendering of, like, the objects and so on could happen, and, like, their components could happen within the objects themselves instead of inside of the renderer. So the renderer only handles rendering objects now, instead of also handling rendering components and so on. And to do that, I had to, like, do a bunch of stuff just to do that. Whereas maybe if I'd thought a bit more about it and maybe done it, like, sooner rather than later, that would probably not have been as much work to do. But oh well. In the end, it was quite fun, but I mean, I got it done, so yeah. But then again, like, had I done it sooner rather than later, or had I just, like, thought maybe, I might need to use these in other classes besides the renderer class, maybe it makes more sense for it to be like a singleton or something, or maybe for it to be its own thing that, like, or maybe for it to be, like, owned by something else than the renderer. Had I thought a bit more about that, I might have been able to make better decisions back then, but that's not where we are right now. So, yeah. So the engine is in, like, alright shape, but there's a lot of work to do, and a lot of it is just fixing poor decision making. I think so. I feel like had I made better decisions back when I began working on it, I mean, I'm just saying things like making sure the component, like, handles rendering their own stuff instead of, like, what we had before, the object handling it or the renderer handling it. Had I just done that from the beginning, like, I would not need to go back and do this now. I could probably have saved a ton of time instead of having to go back and do this now when, like, systems, like, when, like, things, like, work under the assumption that, like, things are being rendered in the renderer, not, like, in the components themselves or in the object. In this specific instance, it's probably not a big deal, but my point is that, like, had I just done it from the beginning, it would probably have been far easier to implement than it would be now to do so. But because I just decided to, I'm gonna do it in the renderer, and then I'm gonna add, like, a note in the to-do list to do it later. Which, by the way, there was no note until recently, where I finally, like, decided to do it because I was reworking some stuff in the renderer anyways, so, and, like, with rendering objects and components anyways, so I was like, might as well just add it for me to go do maybe as one of the next few things. But anyways, like, this to-do list used to be, like, pretty short, and now it almost takes up the entire screen. Almost the entire screen. It's a bit crazy. So, yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I think I've complained enough about my bad decision making back then. Do you guys actually want to see my new site that I made? It's a lot uglier than the old site, but at the same time, like, you know. Okay. I'm gonna show you some comparisons, I guess. Let me look if find the Outlast 2 shared inventory mod, so we can work on it later. This is the new one, right? Here we go. This is the new one, right? Okay, actually it's not using too much memory. That's kind of surprising. But anyways, if I go on GitHub real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this so I can go GitHub without showcasing any of my other projects. It's a while ago, so yeah. uh Here we go. This project right here. This is my new website. It's written in pure JavaScript and CSS. And the HTML, obviously. It's basically 3 links right here. And if we go to, how the hell do I view it? Oh, right, here we go. I think I'm just meant to go like here, right? Fuck, how? Wait, is it just this? Here we go, there we go, it's here now. Yeah. A lot uglier. But I mean, think about it, like, it's using 30 megabytes compared to like, come on, please show me. Compared to like 70. And if I reload, look how fast this is. It loads instantly. No delay, no nothing. It just instantly loads. And you have everything now. I wish I had some icons for like GitHub and like my programming YouTube channel here, but I can add that down the line, I guess. But anyways, you have Alt Engine, which does this even have the latest update? The answer is no, it doesn't have the latest update. It has the previous update from the latest. I gotta go back and update it. If you don't know, I primarily program in C++ and Python these days, but I have some C# experience with like game development and other projects too. You know, if you know this, that's crazy, but originally, as some of you may know, the Outlast trainer, which is still under development, and I keep remaking it every year because yeah. I got so far on like the previous one, I almost caught up to like the C# version I made in WinForms. But then I decided to like redo the entire thing because I wanted to use like my new GUI, because the old GUI that I used, okay guys, the old GUI was, oh my god, it was awful. It was just me finding workarounds because I designed it in a bad way. So I spend more time finding workarounds for these things rather than actually like fixing the GUI. So whenever I would add something new, it would take like a week because I would have to find all these workarounds just to make it work semi-well. I'm happy I made the retain DMGI. That was one of the reasons I made it, because I was getting so fed up with constantly having to find workarounds for the old GI system, and every time I would add something new, it was just more workarounds than the previous thing required. And if you look, I spent a long time working on that previous GI system, and in the span of like half a year, I've added like way more functionality than the old one ever had. It's crazy how much further I've come. Just by like designing it in a proper way. And I know I'm not gonna remake my entire game engine. That would take way longer than it would actually probably save. But yeah, it just goes to show that, like, you know, the way you design it really matters, especially down the line when you expand and extend it, you know. Because if it's designed in a bad way, you might end up spending a lot more time like finding workarounds or reworking how things work. And maybe at some point, it might just make more sense to remake it. That's why the Cubic engine is dead. It ended up just becoming, it ended up just like having some problems where it was like, we ended up just having like so many problems with like me having to like find workarounds and stuff for things that I ended up just rewriting the entire thing as alt engine instead. And look at how much further alt engine is along than Cubic engine. Alt engine can do 3D stuff. The Cubic engine has yet to do that. Just saying, alt engine is miles ahead of the Cubic engine. And so far there hasn't been any major problems besides obviously like some better decision making back when I was developing, back when like it began development, and I actually made a lot of like quite impactful decisions about the game engine that I would later maybe regret to a certain degree because I'll have to go back and redo it, do some of it, but still, like, rewriting it is probably not worth it yet because it's not like it's posing any like limitations or anything at the moment like the GI system was that forced me to find workarounds to work around its limitations. So I don't think a rewrite is like necessary at the moment, but maybe one day it will happen. Uh so yeah, but at the moment I don't think it's necessary for us to for me to rewrite the alt engine. Um so yeah. Anyways, alt game engine. Yeah, game trainers. That's a work in progress thing. As mentioned, at the beginning of this year, I decided to rewrite the entire thing. And so far, I recently went back and worked like a ton more on it. After, like the GI system, after I had, spent like 3 months and basically burning myself out from just working on that damn GI system to just get a version out with like, that was way better with way more features than the original GI system had. And, finally, like, I think like a month ago. Oh no, it was after I got summer break, so it must have been like a week ago. So like, yeah, like a week ago, I sat down and actually finished. I sat down and actually, okay, I didn't finish it, but I worked some more on it, and it's like, it's quite, it can do a lot more than it could before. So yeah, but again, it's still like an early development. I now am awaiting the next minor release of a retained DM again. So I can continue development because there's some things that I'm waiting on to happen with. I'm waiting for it to mature and add some more stuff. So until I get around to adding those things, like it's kind of stuck in like a place where I can't continue working on it. And that was the case last time when I was working on it early on, and like I don't know how long that was the same reason why I stopped working on it back like half a year ago. Because, oh, actually, no, that must have been a few months ago, actually. It must have been a few months ago. Where I decided to then, like, wait with working on it because I needed some more, like, things to be done. And then when those things were done and I was able to release, like, 0.2.0, then I think I went back and worked more on the game trainer. So, yeah. And now I'm awaiting those same things yet again for the second time, so I can go back and continue working on it again. Until eventually I run into the same problems, because it needs to have some time to mature and actually like add functionality to it, which it does not have yet. So, yeah. But at least the next update, the next minor update, I'm planning on like, if I go back to GitHub, look if I can GitHub again, then I can show you guys this. Retained DMJ, here we go. if you go down to do the 0.3.0, some additional features, I might add some more elements to the list later on. Add get text, set text, add get size, set size. Things like that I currently kind of need to continue working on it. So, yeah, it's some time. So, until those things are there, I think I'm gonna have to take a break. Also, I'm gonna have to work on a different part of it. But I don't know, I kind of need this right now before I can start working on it more, I think. So, yeah. So I'm like trying to like add more functionality to it and kind of like trying to, like get it into like a place where it's actually a lot more usable. But until I implement things like get text, set text, get size, set size, get callback, set callback, like, or maybe not get callback, but just set callback. Until I implement features like that into the GR elements that need it, like, retain DMGI is just like, it's not as usable, I think, without those features. So it's gonna be a bit of time. So yeah. So until I can implement those, I don't think I'm gonna be back working on the on any game trainers. So I think I'll probably be back in like a few months or something like that, working on it again. And then we'll see if I need to add even more stuff to it. So yeah, but for now, like, this is what we got. But for now, like, these new things should be enough to at least keep working on it for the time being. Once I implement these and I release version 0.3.0, so yeah. So I'm excited about that. I should really put it here. Like, I should update this again. But oh well. Since I started using Cheat Engine, I have been fascinated by hacking games. I think essentially I've been fascinated with hacking games. Not by hacking games, but oh well. Currently, I'm working on a trainer written in C++ for Outlast. Waddle DMake is the next project. This was the one I rewrote on stream, right? Yeah, this was the one I worked on here. Alright. It's not very cross-platform as if it has a bat file, but oh well. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. My point is that, like, yeah, I might go back and like continue working on this at some point if I have like additional ideas. Because last time I think we fixed a lot of problems with it. But if I remember correctly, there was still a few things that could use some work, so yeah. But oh well. And then I spelled this wrong. It's meant to say WikiWare. It was meant to be like, MediaWiki, but like without the need of a database. So it's all just in HTML, I think, and CSS and JavaScript. So yeah, this is how it looks. It looks a lot like Wikipedia. But that's what it was meant to do. And they have this details page where you can do this. You have like these different parts that you can go to, and as you see, they're like highlighted and stuff. Oh, there's still some work in progress to do, but yeah, like, my point is, it looks a lot like Wikipedia, doesn't it? And it was essentially designed around that, so yeah. I might like do some wiki stuff with it, but like I don't know why, but like it's spelled wrong in the here for some reason. Wikware. It's Wikivare, but oh well. It's made same spelling mistake down here. Similar. 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 I want to be one L, but oh well. GitHub repo. That's my GitHub account here. I'm not gonna go over too much, but it's just my GitHub account. I can't mindfuck is still here. I remember that. I still want to finish it one day. And then there's my program YouTube channel, which I'm streaming on right now. So yeah. Let's go back here. Click here for more information. I actually lost the original image for this, so I don't have it anymore. But I have it on here, so that's always nice, I guess. But this is like a super low quality image, I think. I don't have like the high quality version around anymore. But really, it's kind of a cool logo, but like I think I could do better these days, you know. Bet into it, right. Should I publish the other videos? I published them for the Unreal Engine version I did. But I might want to publish some of the like stuff I did for for some of the other stuff I did for Unity and Godot, because I have more of these videos, by the way, so yeah. I could just this logo up here, well. 1 hour game. I think I've already showcased this on stream. This is the only released game I have. I made it in 1 hour, so yeah. Project Trials. Delayed for an indefinite period of time. Remember when I did that? I have a trailer, don't I? Or is it? No trailer. It's like a download. Download does nothing. Alright. Project Trials. Admittedly, this is probably like one of the coolest logos I ever did. I will admit, this logo is cool, okay? I like this logo a lot. It's pretty good, actually. I really like it. The font especially fits pretty well, I would say. And the fact that it's meant to be like kind of like Outlast, you know? Like, it's pretty good, I would say. So yeah, I like the logo of it. Cancel games, analogic core engine version. Pretty sure the Unity and Godot versions are cancelled too, but oh well. It still actually has like, this is the original analogic logo. It was inspired by the Superliminal logo. Initially, I wanted to make something like Superliminal, so analogic was meant to be kind of like Superliminal. So it was inspired by Superliminal, but in the end, I think what ended up happening was that I wanted to make it like into more of a horror game instead, and it becoming more inspired by like Outlast, Layers of Fear, Amnesia, Resident Evil, you know. Play. Oh yeah, this is like the screenshots. Yeah, I even added a watermark in the middle so you wouldn't steal them. This is the official teaser trailer. You never got another teaser trailer from this. Oh, what? Okay, so it's new. So like the website is new enough that has this video on here, showcasing the core engine iterations. Which admittedly is a video that's a few years old now, but still, like, the website is new enough to have that on it. Release date equals never. It also uses Lua scripting, which is kind of weird, but oh well. I don't like Lua. Anyways, speedrun page. Rules. Oh wow. I like how like I centered this text, but the actual like things over here are not centered at all. Just like have them not be centered next time, okay? It kind of looks weird. Speedrun logic here, main categories, 80%, and logic tech demo. There is no tech demo, guys. Super out of categories. By the way, it's categories where like like IES instead of YS, but okay. I have a form, or you can add me in Discord for this. By the way, these pages, they don't even lead anywhere. I actually think I did make them on the website. Like, they do exist. It's just I have not added them to the... I have not connected them to the buttons on the site, so they don't actually do anything. Oh well. Cheat engine tables. Download latest version. Oh shit, it actually pops up when I download. Okay. And yeah, here you have version 1 and version 1.1. 1.1 is the latest, but 1.1 is also an older version. Alright. But yeah, like, do you guys remember back when I made cheat tables? That was before I moved on to making actual trainers. I made cheat tables. I only ever did 2 releases of the Outlast one. So, yeah. I might release a dev one because I have a dev version, I think, somewhere. If I have not deleted that by now to free up space, but oh well. But yeah, that's the website, guys. That's the website. If you did not. If you've never seen it before, which you probably haven't. Oh, it's already been like it's already been 40 minutes. I've been spending time talking about this for 40 minutes. Damn. I better get to it then. Because I don't want this to just be like me ranting about things and showcasing stuff. It's meant to be me actually developing this. You know, oh shit. It's fine, it's shortened, so I like it. What the fuck? I have streamer mode is enabled. Usernames have been trunicated, except like half of the this is what I don't get about this is what I don't get about Discord. Usernames have been trunicated. At least nobody will watch the stream, so it's not a big deal, but no. Like 90% of the usernames are not trunicated. Jesus Christ, Discord, do better. But I mean, at least, you know, it's the display names, so you probably don't have the actual, like, usernames, which is good. I'm just gonna check the Owl's modding so really quickly. Oh, let's see. Let's start working on it, I guess. I want to get a new version out soon. So, I had some things that I wanted to, like, do. So, if I boot it up really quick, I need to have Outlast 2 open because also will complain. So I'm going to boot up Outlast 2 really quickly. Wait a minute, activate Windows. Oh god. I forgot to change my display settings. Yeah, I'm going to change my display settings to here. There we go, it's fine. That's for my fucking display got a shit stuff. Oh, no, it's fine now. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're gonna reboot the game so we can do this on the other display. Yeah, I'll boot up the game now. Come on. Thank you. Does this actually generate compile commands? It does generate compile commands, so we're good there. Let's see. Continue. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm actually gonna continue for now. So about to activate Windows at the bottom. I'm not paying for like Winstop. Yeah, well, I'm not giving more money to Windows, okay? Just to give me fucking ads in return. Anyways, kind of gonna maximize this so I can have the GUI on it later. So I'd like to see if anybody's like responded to my. Nah, nobody has messaged. That's kind of disappointing, but what I was expecting. So I'd like to see if anybody's like. Alright, let's continue then. Since it's been over 45 minutes since we begun, and we have not done any line. We have not modified any line of code yet. Here's let me. I have to build like this now because. At least it's PowerShell, so it remembers my commands, but still. So, a couple of things I wanted to do was add an about me at the bottom of the information page and show information to just info. Part of today we'll be making this window smaller, I think. So, yeah. So we start by doing that really quickly. Going in here and I'm gonna adjust it really quickly. It shouldn't take too long. Where is it? Here we go. Info. And then in here we're gonna have some text as well. What's it throwing in now? I do not care about security. Oh god, I have to go down and actually add it in as a clang D. We don't have a clang D here, that's why it's probably complaining about it. Oh well, I'm not gonna bring in a clang D file right now for this. I'm just gonna do because I'll probably have to reload the editor anyways for it to apply. At least reload the extension. Probably. So yeah. Because I want to have like an empty field here, I think. That would be good. So we're just gonna pause for an empty field here. And then I think what I'm gonna go down and do is I'm gonna type yeah, std format. And then we're gonna go about me. Or about mod. And then we're just gonna have a like creator. Version. In this case, I'm just gonna go like 1.0.0 since we don't have any actual version right now. I'll go and update it when I actually make a version. And also this error string here, I'm just gonna like add like a debug string instead. Since it's not really an error message, it's probably more like debugging. So it's just debug information, basically, like, yeah. I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to call it. I don't know, just call like info or something like that. Like, I think if I go on Discord really quick, I can check. No. Here we go, on Discord now. go here. I gotta turn off the mod really quickly. Let's see. I don't have it here. I don't have it here. God damn it. Wait a minute. I have it on top here, right? Make the error message appear in the error GUI and have it contain instructions on fixing it. Right, that was what we were talking about doing. So, we should render this, I guess, right here. Or, I guess we'll just do if error message is equal to, in this case I guess just none. Then we'll go, oh, doesn't equal none actually, doesn't equal none. Then we'll go GUI text error. Let's see, error. Yeah, we'll probably need something like a STD format here. Wait a minute, down here when we do STD format for no reason really. Although I guess for like about mod does not need to be STD format. Neither does the creator here, so we can remove that as well. And this right here, we'll keep it, but I think we'll have like a global version instead, so like available for this purpose. And then we'll just load that in here. Oh, actually, call mod version. So I'll go back in here and I'll go version is equal to mod version, and then we'll call it a. Next thing is the error message here, which I'm just gonna go in and remove here. And then let's go back up here, we'll go error. Error message. C string. Just go duplicate this, except this time we won't need this. So I can just go in and remove all of this right here. But we'll still need like to provide fixes, obviously. Fix 1. Fix 2. I think that's basically it, right? This will provide a bit more like information regarding this, so yeah. Anyways, so this is our fixes so far. I think we probably won't need more than that, since this will probably usually fix it either one of these, but yeah. So if we boot up the game, or if we boot up the mod now after we build it. Let me go in here, I want to take a look at it. Mod suggestions. It's been 14 days since we last worked on it, I think. Oh no, that was since I made the post. I've probably been back editing it a bit more since then, so yeah. Alright. So here we go. It's built. Let's run it. I gotta go down here again. I'm not used to this. Oh, I kind of am because of Vim, but still. Not in VS Code, I guess. Anyways, so here you can see we have this. We no longer have anything above here, which means we can make it a bit smaller now, I think. This right here is still a problem, but we'll figure it out later. For now, we have the about mod. I'll need to add like an instant use option here, I think. So, yeah. Probably some tooltip that tells you how to use it. That tells you what it does. So, yeah. So that's our next thing we need to do. I'll go and add in like a bool here for like our instant use option, I think. Is equal to false. And I'll go ahead and see. Instant use enabled is equal to false, and then go let's see, where else they would use. It would be in info. I guess we would probably want to have some sort of option for this. I have to pause it through by reference, I think. There we go. And then in this case, if, then we know it was changed. So if, that means it's enabled, and we need to go in and determine what we should do about this. So, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this here actually, but do it somewhere else. I don't know. Well, we'll see. If instant use is enabled, if we do end up, yeah, okay, probably shouldn't be here that we should do this, but rather somewhere else. Let's see, what could we do it? Down here, I think, actually. Yeah, here we go. Then instead of doing this, let's say total space used is higher, then we go ahead and we need to get health and battery values. I guess I didn't think about that too much, but I'll like, we'll call it work in progress, so yeah. So, if it's enabled, then we just say Yeah, we'll probably just go if use enable, then I think max health is 100, right? Like it is not lost 1, and max battery is 1, like it is not lost 1, I think. And we'll go in and wait. 2, 1. Use enabled and go down here and write current value to 100. And that's basically it. So yeah, we have instant use now, which is a work in progress thing. I'm gonna add work in progress just so it's clear that it's still on development. And that's it, I think. Next up, we have some more stuff we need to do. I think we've done this now, so we can remove this now. Finally, we're gonna go ahead and do our message. We don't want to care about that right now. We're gonna go ahead and get some more things on Discord I want to go ahead and do. So normal difficulty should say normal default. Oh my god, I misspelled default into fucking Discord messages. Oh god damn it. So normal message default, I was gonna get back and finish working my level launcher. My cross-platform level launcher, that is, so, yeah. But oh well, finally we need to like, oh, let's go and see. Yeah, we can go in and do that, I guess. I don't know if we need that necessarily. Should we try like making it a bit smaller? Like, we're gonna build it right now. Hit run. I wanted to show you guys what we got so far. Got this right here with an instant use option here. What I like to do is maybe just make it a bit smaller. Like, we no longer have that, so we can make it a bit smaller, I feel like. I still also have to figure this out. So yeah. But all. So I tried to go in and change it to be like, let's see, just window size to, we can change the Y value, we can reduce it down by like, let's do 10. And let's see if it will make any significant difference. It's a bit smaller now, you can tell. I think we can do another 10 without it being a problem actually. Get it down to 230. So from 250 to 230. That might just do it. No, I think we have to do 235 then. I think that'll have to do. Or 232, let's try 232. Yeah, that works pretty well, I guess. 232 will probably have to be it. That's still like almost 20 less on the y-axis, so that's nice. It's a bit smaller now. Might not be so bad. But obviously I would like it to get a bit smaller than this, because like I still think this is kind of big. And I would like to probably figure out what we should do about this settings here. Like, I would like it to be a bit smaller, I think, but we'll see. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about this, but we'll have to probably do something. I wish you could set to like the size of it, because like probably could be smaller than this, but oh well. In terms of difficulty, I think we're fine currently with this. So yeah. So once we add an instant use next time, I think then we will do I mean, the issue with adding more debug stuff is that like we don't have any more space, but we could probably just put it in a child and have it be scrollable or something like that and fix that issue pretty quickly, but still. Yeah, it's not easy to figure out like exactly what we need to do about this, but oh well. This is what we got so far, I guess. But yeah, the only other thing I wanted to go ahead and maybe do was add in some more debug settings. A couple more would work well, I think. So yeah. But at least we have an about tab now, and yeah, then we'll see later, I guess. Well, I'll get these stuff. Guess I'll do the pointer scans for later, since that's probably gonna take a while to do. So I mean, unless I want the stream to be like a couple of hours longer, then yeah, we're just gonna wait till next time. We're gonna mark it as being like work in progress right here. Work in progress. That's our mod version and so on, and that's basically it. Let's go to here, added about tab. That's basically it, I think, right? To be honest, at this current moment, it could probably be information and then it would be fine, but it's fine, I think. We'll figure out that later too, I think. So added about mod section to info tab. On a instant use option. Working on adding instant use option. And that's basically it, I think. Shorten to info, and that's basically it, I think. So I'm gonna push these changes, I think, and then we're gonna call it a day for today. Commit changes, sync. Wait, no, I forgot about the error message stuff. Oh, it's fine. I mean, it's fine, we'll be fine. Oh yeah, I also wanted to actually check the error message stuff to make sure it worked. We did not get around to doing that. Oh, we put our power shell script for that. Here we go. I'm gonna exit to main menu. Oof. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's currently broken. So we'll go into the memory processing. It says if, and then it says if else. So we should probably have that be else if actually. My bad. I'll push another commit, I think, fixing this, but can I stop this before it gets really bad? I'm just gonna build it really quickly so we can do this. Still does it. What? Where's the end? Down below, it shouldn't be impacted. But it should not be able to render this if it's an else if. So what's happening right now, man? I don't understand. That is really weird. We're just gonna get the game for now. It's kind of alright. So we have an if, else if, and else, and every time I run it, it just seems to toggle between the two. I don't know why. Wait a minute, could it be like, yeah, recent error is false? Is it because we want to set? No, but that gets modified up here. I think we should only reset recent error, assuming that like but the error message does not get reset. Oh wait, it does down here. Oh. So, yeah. I mean, do we even really care about like recent error anymore? Shouldn't it just be true until like, I don't know, we should have some way to like reset it, I guess. I think it was kind of a mistake moving it over to the other page. I might just actually undo that because I think it might be. How will you even detect it like they have loaded the save to begin with? I don't know. Let's see, it was up here, right? Where did that? No. So where we begin tab bar, we want to put it right here, I think. Yeah, right here. Now let's see what we build it. It'll probably be too big now though. But I think I might just keep it in the info tab actually, since that's really where it probably needs to be anyways. Yeah, kind of annoying. I think I'm probably just gonna keep it in the info page instead. So like take it over here. And then like put it, I don't know, below here I think. We have like and then go in and redo this really quickly. That way we probably don't need to resize anything and we can keep it small, and you're gonna be spending most of your time on the info page anyways, so I think I'll add a little space between here actually, so you can see the arrow more clearly. I'm gonna go ahead and put it over here now, so you guys can see as well. It looks like this now. You see arrow right there? Maybe we should put it up below about or something, I don't know. But it's meant like all of this can remain the same, and we can just have the arrow here where probably what needs to be anyways. So yeah. Like you're going to be spending most of your time on the info page anyways, so that's why probably would make sense to keep the arrow. No, that's where we're gonna put it now. message is now a part of the info page. As basically, I'm just gonna commit these changes, so we're gonna GitHub really quickly and check. Constitution inventory mod. Message is now a part of the info page. And yeah, we have the previous commit as well here, so that's cool. Well, that's nice. That's it for now, I guess. We're going to do some stuff again. We're going into Discord as well and update this message. We have this now. So we won't have this stuff left to do, I guess, for tomorrow, and we're already off on another day. We're already working on the instant use option, so yeah. Then maybe one of the other days we can do with debug settings, and then we'll see if we'll do the last two. So far, this and this are probably the more important options right now. So yeah. Maybe it would be nice with like a capacity to setting as well. But I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Well, it does say you can set the amount of batteries you have in your inventory and batteries, so it would be cool if you could adjust the maximum battery and bandage capacity as well. In-game capacity, maybe max battery and bandage in-game capacity settings. Debug settings. Additional debug, so maybe we don't even need that. Maybe max battery and bandage in-game capacity. Supply this might be fine. So that's basically it. So yeah, we did get one of these other bullet texts are gone now, so hopefully next time we can get like a bit more work on that. So yeah. But for now I think this is fine, so yeah. And I've been live for almost 1.5 hours now. We haven't added a readme yet. One of these days we have to add a readme to it as well. I'll have to work on readme. But for the time being, it's still in like development, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, I guess. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys